I am now creating weekly exclusive content for Patreon, so if you are interested in that, go check out the link down below. And of course, if you want to avoid the random lottery of FIFA points, you want to go straight to the source, buy the players directly, use u7buy.com and use the code TVM at checkout. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to the Road to Glory. It has been maybe 4 days or so since our last episode. Reason being is because there's been loads of Team of the Seasons released, SBC's objectives and all the rest of it, and I've been trying to keep up with that. I've also done a couple of videos for Patreon, which is something that I want to try and do more of. I kind of want to do like I want to start doing things for channel members on YouTube as well. But Patreon take far less of the money. Like YouTube literally take like 40%, maybe even more than that, of what you guys give for being channel members. So I appreciate you being channel members 100%. Just know that YouTube are fleecing me quite literally with that. So what you're seeing in the background, by the way, is kind of a spoiler to the review later tonight. I've got an Adrissi review for after 6 o'clock. And I'll have all the League SBC player reviews for tomorrow. I've decided to do it that way round because people aren't that interested in League SBC cards. So what you're seeing is goals we've conceded and goals we've scored without Adrissi, but also all of the clips that I'll probably end up using in that review as well, because they're all of the games. Well, I've left one game out, but the other 5 from the Adrissi review. His first game was actually his best game, but if you want to, that was my fault. I've missed that due to my own stupidity and cockiness trying to chip it in from the edge of the area. There is one goal from him that is just superb, and I'll talk about it once we get to it. It won't be too far away, I'm sure. Yeah, Road to Glory wise, weekend league this weekend, definitely going to be going into it. I'm a couple points away now, maybe 2 or 3 wins if that. It's probably just 1 win, to be fair. That is Kostic. I may or may not do a video of him. That may end up on the Patreon, I'm not sure. Like I said, what I want is to actually make a catalogue, essentially, of videos that are relevant from now until the end of the game. Player reviews, sure, but I want to do like my top 5 this, top 5 that, and a few other random things. And then going into FIFA 21, I want to do some like coin making guides and do's and don'ts and things like that, but I want to put them on Patreon as if you sign up, you get all this information that I tend to do at the beginning of every game. Not that it's relevant to everybody, but that's what I want to do. And that's kind of where I'm going to go with the Patreon. With regards to YouTube channel members, I'm not sure what I want to do. I will upload a few things here or there, though, because obviously I appreciate you greatly. And speaking of which, Shots is one of those. No, he's not. Shots has been replied to by a member. Shots, I'll let you off because you've been subscribed for 6 years. And he says, am I going to go back to streaming? Miss watching your streams. And then Beware HD, who has been a channel member for more than 6 months, and I appreciate you greatly as well, of course, says that he's not the only one and that he loved the FM streams. I wouldn't rule out the FM streams maybe returning at some point, but they definitely won't return for as long as the lockdown revenue pandemic situation is among us, because I don't earn anything at all from streaming, and I know some people will stream and record their content and then upload that as videos. I can't do that. I just don't have it in me to do it. I need to concentrate on doing the video rather than talking to chat and just recording what I'm doing and then cutting it up into a video. I'm not criticizing people who do that, because if you could do that, then awesome. You're killing 2 birds with 1 stone, right? But I just can't do it. So maybe at some point, but not for the time being. Maybe toward the back end of this year, possibly, if things start to settle down. MX says, what you could do is sell Hummels and get Ginter. I played against him a couple of times and he was so good. Well, I have listed Hummels up for sale. This guy was battering me, by the way. I stayed in this game. The gameplay, this is the goal. That goal is phenomenal. He brought the keeper out a little bit and I thought, I'm just going to hit it. It wasn't a lob. I just hit it. Well, look at a replay. So Hadji plays it in, little touch, little flick up. He brought the keeper slightly, and I thought, I'm just going to hit it, and I'm going to see what happens. I was hoping he'd do that, but I really didn't expect him to do that. So we're 6-1 down in this game, and as I say, the guy was so much better than me. His team wasn't particularly good, but he was just so much better than I was. And I wanted to stay just to see if I could start scoring some goals and see if I could learn how to defend. Because if you leave difficult games, how are you ever going to learn? That's my mentality. And I was actually in a right frame of mind to stay, because I thought, you know what, results gone, doesn't matter. Gameplay was a bit dodgy. Ball kept going back to him, I couldn't tackle him. but I tried to see if I could sort of fight through it, because he was a better player than me anyway. He would have beaten me regardless of gameplay, right? If he had that bad gameplay, he would have still beaten me. He was that good, right? But what I wanted to do was see if I could overcome it. I couldn't, but I did score twice, so I kind of took a little bit of comfort in that. Joseph said to keep it up, really enjoying the videos, and I appreciate you for leaving the comment. Thank you very much. Beware HD, who has been a channel member for quite a while, says, would be sad to see you leave PC FIFA, but I don't blame you. The market is bad. It would be better if EA made the market cross-platform. Couldn't agree more with you. It'd be so much better in the long run. If they combined the market with... I mean, if they had one market, that would be amazing. So PlayStation, Xbox, PC all shared the same market. That would be phenomenal. But at the very least, combine the PC and Xbox markets. The reason they don't do that is because they think that there are a lot of cheaters on Xbox, on PlayStation. PC? Christ. But there aren't that many, really. Just draft. That's all it is, really, is just draft. And to be fair, I don't play that much draft, but I don't come up against that many anymore. It's one of those things that it's been a long-running gag, and it'll just, oh, there's just so many cheaters. Not really. There aren't. And if people say that there are, they're lying to you. And they're just going off what they experienced 2 or 3 years ago. There just aren't that many at all. It's just the market is dead. I wouldn't go away from it completely. I would still play on PC, but on a FIFA Point account, and then the road to glory would be an Xbox. I would say PlayStation, but I can't be dealing with a PlayStation controller. Why are the sticks next to each other? It's so unnatural. I can't do it. It hurts. I can't do it. Not happening. This guy, by the way, decided that it would be a good idea at 2-0 to shush me and then put his fingers in his ears. And if you want confirmation, that's him shushing me. I was considering thinking, you know what, I'm out of this one because I've just played a game where I've tested myself. I want to go into a game that I'm not playing against a guy who's going to obliterate me. But when he shushed me, I thought to myself, you know what, no. You're not getting away with that, sunshine. I am going to play, and I'm going to sweat this one and grind this one out until my thumbs fall off. And I did, and I beat him. And I've never felt happier since the last time that happened to me. Because when someone shushes me or goes like that or whatever it is, there's something that like bubbles in me, and I'm thinking, do you know what? Even if I don't win now, I'm going to stay. And I'm going to annoy you, because most people who go like 2 or 3-0 up or something will just then fully expect, I got lucky with the goal, I won't lie to you, but then they will fully expect the opponent to leave, and they'll get annoyed when they don't leave. So I thought, I'm just going to stay, and I'm going to play the full 90, and you'll probably end up getting annoyed, but that's okay because you shushed me. And look how disappointed Ruud van Nistelrooy is. I thought David De Gea was going to do a Martin Keown, but he didn't. But it is what it is. Oscar says, have I ever thought about doing career mode? I have tried to do several career modes throughout FIFA. Unfortunately, just doesn't really work on this channel. I do, for the most part, enjoy doing career mode. There are little things here or there that annoy me about doing it in sort of like the public space, where you get like criticised for signing certain players who play for certain teams. I remember doing a Sunderland career mode once, and then I had loads of dislikes on it because they're Newcastle fans. It's like, it's a game, mate, come on. So that sort of thing annoys me. But for the most part, there we go, Idrissi sold. I actually made money on him. There was one, I bought him for 135, so maybe I didn't actually make money because the tax would have been 7,000. So actually I've lost 2,000. But either way, I didn't make as much of a loss as I thought I would do. But there was one up for 125 when I listed that for 140. But I put it up for 6 hours knowing that that one would expire. And because it was like 4 or 5 a.m., chances are that guy wouldn't be awake to relist, and then mine would have been the cheapest by about 20k. And it worked, and he sold. I am a genius. Now, let's see if we can get some of these back in the club. I've got 3 of the 81 pluses. Not that I'm a massive fan of them. And I think it probably would have been a better idea if there's Hummels. The reason I'm going to sell Hummels, by the way, is purely because of coins. That's the only... And he's down. I had accepted 160. Like, I was... 150, sorry, not 160. I thought 150 is what I'll get for him. Now, of course, we're going to be taking 5% of that away, so that actually will take it down to about 150. Which is, like I said, exactly what I thought I would get anyway, so that's fine. Let me RT, retweet, nope, relist. Retweet? What the hell are you talking about? So I've done 3 of the 81 pluses. I was tempted to sell all my Serie A players, but I thought, you know what, let's roll the dice and see if we can get Ronaldo. We haven't seen him this year, which is a bit of a strange one, considering we see him all the time on the road to glory. Elkerson I've not done on this account. I've got him on another one, and I've reviewed him on there, so that review is up if you want to go check it out. Not a bad card, and a very cheap price as well. 4-star, 4-star, off the bench, spoiler alert. Could be a particularly good player. Nothing to like blow your mind, but yeah, pretty good indeed. Lukaku, I've already talked about this several times, but he's amazingly cheap for a 95 rated team of the season. He's just not going to be usable, and I'm not one of these unless they've got 99 balance, agility, composure, reactions, and pace that I think they're unusable. I'm not that bad, but his card is just 60 balance, 71 agility, and he's 6'3", and he has, I think, a high and average body type, which just and the 80 acceleration as well. There's just so many different things that are just going against him. He's just not going to feel very good. But if you're happy to trudge through bad gameplay with a player that doesn't turn around, but you're a fan of him in general, yeah, go for it, because it's cheap enough, right? Not doing that because that's laughable. Rafael Leao is a good card. I am a big fan of him, but I'm not going to complete it because I just don't feel like it would have a place. If and only if I pack Ronaldo, I will do it, because then I can get a nice strong link between the two, and we can branch off into like Littman and then maybe a couple of other players. But that's the only instance that I will consider doing it, because there's just no need for me to do it otherwise. 2 of them in the same team, though, that could be interesting. What else do we have? 83 plus Serie A challenge. I am tempted to do it, but at the same time, I'd be using rares that I could probably use in the 80 plus or the Serie A upgrade. Maybe not the Serie A upgrade, but I don't know whether to do that or not. If it was league specific to the Italian league, sure. But it isn't. So I'm kind of tempted not to. The one thing I wanted to have done today, but I had to go shopping and the queue was a lot bigger than I expected it to be. So I haven't been able to, I didn't have the time essentially to sit through some of the league SBCs. Like, I wanted to have another run at those two, and I wanted to go through a few of these, like the Dutch league. I think I've got a fair few things I could go. The Premier League. Oh, is this game? Yeah, the game's done an update, and I need to delete some files. So annoying. Like, I know you don't probably know what I'm talking about, but when EA do an update for FIFA on PC, the Origin client then pops up in the background and it deselects you from the game, and then all of a sudden it's like your controller doesn't work. But it does work, it's just that EA have made it so that Origin takes precedence, so I can't use... So what I have to do is go and delete like 2 or 3 different folders so that the update, or that part of the update, doesn't take. It's so annoying. But yeah, you don't need to know that, but it's just something I thought I'd mention. But anyway... not a crazy amount of packs today. Like I said, 381 pluses, so that should give us some degree of excitement when we get absolutely nothing and no boards from them. But in the next episode, which will be tomorrow for the guaranteed packs... Wait, is it guaranteed? What day is it today? Tuesday? Is it Tuesday today? Yeah, so it's not guaranteed. It's going to be League SBC. So I may not do one. We'll see. We'll see. I'll try and do one. I need to play some more games to sort of clinch qualification, if you will. So may show you some gameplay from that, and then we'll do some more packs. But I will actually have time to build the packs. So those 2 player packs that we got from whatever we got them from, can't remember where they came from, some objective or another, didn't really give us anything of note, although I do get a rare card to use in a player pick or something. And a small Electrum is our only remaining actual pack, and we don't get anything decent in there, unfortunately. But we do get a Dutch League centre-back from Utrecht that we could end up using in that league, in that team from that league. And I've got a Leganes centre-back. Centre-back? What's wrong with me? I can't speak. Goalkeeper. That I could maybe sell for 500 because he's a duplicate. So there we go. Right. I did 2 of these on main account for 6 PM, and I didn't get a board in either of them. So, I mean, based on that, just a board would be nice. But I would love nothing more than to see that Portuguese flag striker Piemonte Calcio, because it can't be Braga. I mean, obviously Insigne would be insane, but just a team of the season would be really nice. We're not going to get anything from the first one. I've seen people say that they're amazing, and I've seen other people say that they're terrible. I am erring on the side of god-awful, but I could be swayed with just a singular team of the season. Don't care if it's Berardi or Pellegrini, just a team of the season. I've opened 4 now and not got a board. And they're going to be duplicates, and they're going to be untradeable duplicates as well, especially Ito, who I think I literally just got in a pack. So I'll keep Mkhitaryan. I will build one more because it doesn't look like that 81 plus is going to give us anything decent. So I will build another one. For as bad as they've been, I keep thinking to myself, well, they can't continue to be bad. The luck has to turn at some point. Plus, you only need 9 in this, so it's a little bit better. Even if we have to buy a player to fill and to finish, it does mean that we'll probably end up having to spend less than what we would have done for like the last 3 leagues, because they were 11 requiring. I mean, this is ridiculous. I don't have any, so I've got 1 there, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't really want to be using 83s. Let me just have a quick sift back through and see. I need 4. That is, I mean, that's not cheap, is it? But I will do it because, you know, why not, right? So, need to buy 4. Let's go on the market and have a look to see how much they're selling for. I would imagine, I mean, maybe. We might be able to get one there for 1.8. I've not had a look today, so I've got no idea. But, okay, so, yeah, 1.8. There was 1 there for 1.8. There's lasagnas there and saldi's there. We might be able to get them a little bit cheaper than 1.8 because they're there and they're not really going. Like, they've been there for a while. So, got to be careful not to buy any non-rares. But yeah, they're okay. Hang on, whoa. They've been there for a while. Let's see if we can knock that down. I know you're thinking, 100 coins? Really? Does it matter? When you're buying like 4 or 5 of them, it adds up, right? And on this account, we're barely without coins right now. So, barely with coins. So yeah, it looks like 1.8 is the cheapest. If you want a 1.7, you literally have to sit there and just wait for them to pop up. So what we'll do is we'll just skip as far forward as we can and then just buy ones that we know we don't have for 1.8. What did I need? Oh, it's done it again. And I'll click on, and now I can't. It's so annoying. Like, this is why, another reason why going back to console might be a good idea for me. There, I only needed 4, right? Did I need 4? Let's find out. Going back to console would be a good thing, because if that was a problem on console, it would be, I mean, it can't be, obviously, but if it was a similar problem on console, it would be fixed immediately. But because it's PC, EA don't care. They're like, oh, well, you know, we'll acknowledge the problem. Yeah, there's an issue. Not going to do anything about it. I say they won't acknowledge the problem either, to be honest, but yeah, it is what it is. Right, so now we just need any. Let's just go Premier League. I mean, ideally, what you would do is go to like the MLS or something, or Turkish League or something like that, so that you're not using cards that you will end up using in League SBCs. I'm on sort of the wrong account in my head, where it doesn't matter what card I use. So, Argentinian League. I kind of don't want to use Mascherano, but I will if I have to. Yeah, okay, we'll use Mascherano. He's a centre mid as well, or CDM, so that should work for Kem. No, we need 4. There's 1. There's, oh, hello, there's 3. Bang. Tidy. Nice. Right. That, I think, oh, just had a feet. That's the Ronaldo. Right, that is the Ronaldo pack. I just had a feeling. It was expecting a message from EA to tell me that my packs were rigged, but didn't get it. Unlike, what did I do? I opened a pack, and I said, someone believed me. I said, EA rang me. Like, I had 3 to open. It was like 6 o'clock content. I had 3 to open, and I said, EA rang me and said I was guaranteed a team of the season. Where is it? And I had one, and there was someone in the comments who said, I can't believe EA rigged your packs. And he was being genuinely serious. And I've just opened another one without a board. This is not great. That, though, was the one I did previously. This is the one with the team of the season in it. Huh? It's a board? It's not a team of the season. I've had 1 board from 6. And it was Sirigu. It's not Sirigu, is it? It's Sirigu. I knew I was right. That's shocking. That is really bad. That's unbelievably bad. And there are certain people who don't think it's possible to open 6 and not get a board. Interesting. But there we are. Hey, Matt Hummels has gone for 158, and we have 526,000 coins back in the club, which is nice. I am okay with that. And of course, what day is it? Tuesday. On Thursday, we should have some decent rewards. We'll have some guaranteed packs on Thursday as well, the guaranteed team of the season. So in tomorrow's episode, what I'll try and do, I think, is have one... it's not going to be one last go, but it'll be the penultimate run at the Italian League, and I'll try and build as many packs as I can. I'm not going to go mad. I might have, like, I don't know, 15, 20 packs. I think that's reasonable. Some of them will be good. Some of them will be meh, but that's what I'll try and do. And I'll have a little bit of gameplay, me qualifying for Weekend League in tomorrow's episode as well. And there we go. Not a very successful day, unfortunately, but we have got that coin balance back up now. What I want to do is try and build up that balance. Just play games, just do packs, get rewards, do Weekend League, get the coins, get rewards, try and do some squad battles here or there as well, wherever I have time. And just build up that coin balance, and then we can maybe start buying players, you know? That team, by the way, that I used... I wouldn't be opposed to using it in Weekend League. I know it doesn't look very good, but if I were to do this... I haven't built a team this year fit for the meta. Last year, it's all I did, right? Bale, Ronaldo, both wings, crossing into some other insanely tall, strong player that's good in the air. And that's all I did. And then there was a period at the very beginning of the game where I used Mertens and Insigne, and we were doing that sort of first-time finesse shot outside the area, which I miss that so much. They were so fun to do until EA patched it and ruined everything. But this year, high agility, high pace, high balance reactions, and all the rest of it, that is the meta of this game. And even though on paper Kent doesn't necessarily have it, he is unbelievably nice and fun to use. What is he? 4-star? He's 5-star weak foot as well. 4-star skills. I keep forgetting that. What's my record with him? Like, that's off the bench every now and again. I don't use him that often. He comes out, like, recently I have been, and he scores a fair few goals, right? So I'm actually tempted to maybe not start him. Maybe do this instead, because Kostic is sensational. Maybe start that team or a similar variation of it. But I'm also tempted to go and build a team that is literally just full of players that have got 99 or thereabouts agility-wise, an insane pace, and just try and work that, like, just try and see if that is more fun to use than the likes of Litmanen and Kante and Hadji, and to a certain extent even Mahrez, who is a good card, good player, but that version isn't good enough. So I am tempted just to build a team like that just to see. Just to see if I can perform better with players who actually fit the game. But we'll see. Let me know what teams you run in the comments. What is, like, maybe the one player that you use that maybe you don't think anybody else uses? Or have you got a team that everybody uses, like the Sissokos, the Eder Militaos and things like that? Be interested to read those comments in the next video. But if you have enjoyed today's episode, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.